Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another Endo week video, and it's going to be probably the one that's the most fun of all the videos, and it is going to be 10 celebrities you did not know or you may not have known had endometriosis. The celebrities that I've picked are fairly outspoken in raising awareness for endo, but I wanted to do this video in particular because I wanted to sort of make the point that endometriosis is not discriminatory. It is not a selective disease. It's not something that's, you know, just for common people. It is for, you know, everyone can suffer from endo. And I was hoping this could encourage and motivate people who are feeling a little bit down about having endo, to see if this can make them feel a little bit better. So the first one is Halsey. I know who she is. She's a singer. I will insert pictures of all the celebrities I'm talking about here, so you can see who they are. Halsey is 23. She was the singer of New Americana, and she was the female singer in Closer with the Chainsmokers. She's a quite big advocate for raising awareness for endometriosis, and she actually has a very similar story to many people that I've heard and spoken to, which is that, you know, she was in excruciating amounts of pain. She was ignored and misdiagnosed, mistreated for a long time before she got correct diagnosis and had laparoscopic surgery, which sounds a lot like a lot of women that I've spoken to. The next woman that I'm speaking about is Whoopi Goldberg. Whoopi Goldberg, most people would have heard of her. She actually has been a long time sufferer and advocate for endometriosis. She was diagnosed over 30 years ago, which is absolutely crazy, and is an advocate about, and you know, she advocates for obviously endometriosis awareness as best as possible, and tries to educate women on what it is, because she was horrified when she was diagnosed that nobody really knew what it was. Next one is Julianne Hough. Julianne is 29. She's a dancer and actress. You guys have probably seen her. She's been in quite a few movies. I think Safe Haven was one, and she was an actress in Burlesque, the movie, and she was also on Dancing with the Stars in the US. She talks about how her first symptoms were when she was about 15, and she felt like she had knives digging into her, and she actually thought this was normal until she was rushed to hospital from Dancing with the Stars in 2008 and had her first laparoscopic surgery to be diagnosed with endometriosis. She has since had another laparoscopy, I think in the past 12 months, and has recently been married and spoken about how she's worried about how this is going to affect her ability to have children with her husband. She now works with the Speak Endo campaign as an advocate for raising awareness. Another one is Jillian Michaels. This was a surprise to me, but Jillian was diagnosed at age 28, which is quite late in life to be diagnosed, I think, and had fertility issues as a side effect of this, and she didn't want surgical treatment for it, but did end up having to adopt one of her children and have her partner carry the other, due to the fertility issues that she had. The next one, who actually was a big surprise for me, was Dolly Parton. Again, someone who most of you would have heard of. Dolly had a partial hysterectomy in 1982 to try and treat her endometriosis symptoms, and actually even admitted in an interview that she suffered from depression and suicidal thoughts due to infertility and being unable to have children. So she was very real about it. If you Google it, you will be able to find a bit more information, but she is very open and real about her struggle with mental health because of endometriosis. Tia Mowry Hadricht, I'm gonna see if I said that right. If I said it wrong, I'm so sorry. If you guys watched Nickelodeon back in the day, you might know her as Tia and Tamira. She's Tia, obviously. She had issues conceiving her first child. She is currently pregnant with her second child, and she actually has a cookbook out to try and educate people on foods that can reduce inflammation in the body. Endometriosis obviously thrives on inflammation in the body, and the less inflammation in your body that you have, the less you're hopefully going to suffer from symptoms. The next person I have is Jaime King. She is an actress, a quite, I think, fairly well-known actress, and she actually talks mostly about, openly about her how terrified she was to talk about her endometriosis, and also her 7-year battle to conceive, and how alone she felt in that battle, not being able to talk about endometriosis, finding that it wasn't spoken about enough, and how she felt about that diagnosis. And also described the hormonal weight issues that she had, that many women I've heard speak about, which isn't spoken about enough because of endometriosis. Jaime actually had 5 miscarriages, 5 rounds of IVF, and 26 rounds of in vitro insemination before she was able to fall pregnant with her first child. I believe she has 2 now, but she is obviously somebody who really felt the effects of infertility because of endometriosis. The next one is someone, again, most of you would have heard of, but Emma Bunton, who is Baby Spice from the Spice Girls. She was diagnosed at age 25, but was able to conceive her son after 4 years after her diagnosis. She also is a bit, I think, quite quiet about her diagnosis. I think it's quite hard for her to speak about, but she also sort of talks about the pain that she experienced during her diagnosis and how she managed to receive it. Number 9 is Susan Sarandon. So she's an actress, quite a famous actress. She shares her diagnostic journey. She quite openly, and how she was sort of half-assedly diagnosed and treated, like many women feel. She tries to raise awareness and support women who have endometriosis. She beat infertility odds. She was told she was not going to be able to have children, and actually ended up having 3, for motivation for you guys who think that this is going to make it that you're never going to be able to have children. She had 4 children, I apologize, and has suffered with pain, irregular bleeding, and she actually suffered with fainting as a side effect of her endometriosis, and she was diagnosed over 30 years ago as well. So this is something that is not necessarily new to her. The final person I'm going to discuss is Marilyn Monroe. So obviously this is, she was never openly confirmed it, although many people speculated and sort of had confirmation through actions and abilities. But basically Marilyn struggled with chronic pain because of endometriosis, as speculation says. And so she actually had a painkiller addiction because of that. And she actually suffered through many, many miscarriages and was never able to bear a pregnancy to full term. She's obviously a beauty icon. Most women will know who she is, and unfortunately didn't get the treatment, what they believe to be endometriosis, and obviously the mental health issues that followed that. And so obviously she kind of didn't have the best end because of it. However, I wanted to just add her in because you know, not every story is a happy ending, but I wanted to make you guys know that, you know, you're not alone in this. Endo is such a debilitating disease. It can take an effect on every aspect of your life, including your mental health, and it is non-discriminating. You are not alone. Even celebrities deal with this. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys think of any other celebrities that you know suffer with endometriosis, please leave them in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe on my YouTube channel if you guys are new, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next day of Endo week. Bye!